Oh, hello everybody. It's me, Chris Smith, with the YNTAAY minis. I've just been sitting here reading about Ellen DeGeneres, and her allegedly toxic workplace. Um, have you all been following the news during these whole pandemic times? There have been stories every day, it seems, about how mean Ellen DeGeneres is, even though on her show she's always like, let's be kind to each other, and supposed to be promoting kindness and niceness in the workplace and all over. Well, I've worked in Hollywood for many years, and I can tell you that there's not much kindness there. People in TV and in the movies think it is the most important thing in the world, and they are so stressed. They're under horrible deadlines. There's always millions of dollars at stake, so bad behavior is just allowed to slide. So these stories came out all during the pandemic, and still are every day, just about, some from unreliable sources, but talking about how mean Ellen is. I found this picture on the interweb. Isn't that the cutest thing? Urgh. And, I always loved Ellen. In fact, I have a 65-inch TV set that Ellen gave me, not personally, but when I went to the Ellen show a couple of years ago for her 12 days of giveaways, which really went on for 15 days. But I digress. And I got all sorts of nice things like an Xbox and those fancy light bulbs that you can turn on and off if you hook them to your Alexa. And then you can say, Alexa, turn lamp to fire brick. And then the lights change colors and stuff. I just love that. And gift cards for HBO, and I think there were some $300 gift cards for Best Buy. So Ellen gives really nice presents at her show, but I do know that it doesn't come out of her pocket, because these are just things that these products will provide so they can get the publicity. Sorry, I had to take someone's temperature. I'm a doctor now. But yes, so all of this story came out on Buzzfeed, talking about some of the former employees who have not filed claims, but who have said that they had been fired, or they had been reprimanded for taking sick time or taking off for a funeral, or that they've been treated sexually harassed, and there's been racism, all sorts of things that they're saying. And some of the executive producers were named. I won't name them because I don't want them to get mad at me. But, Ellen sent an apology this week to all of her, to her staff, saying that she didn't know that this was going on, and she wanted a happy workplace where everybody was unafraid and no one would raise their voices. And that's just not going to happen in Hollywood, and we need to change that. If you worked for me at the YNTAAY minis, and you're not taping again, are you? Which is, of course, a part of It's Gonna Burn Off Soon Productions. You would be treated with respect, unless, of course, you're working with Pammy, the inappropriate cheerleader, but she's not really working with us anymore because she was inappropriate, so we had to send her away. Far, far away. But yeah, what do you all think about it? Like I said, I always have liked Ellen, but I've heard stories that she is not the nicest person. But if she provides more TVs, I'll be willing to overlook it. Isn't that terrible? I can be bought so easily. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe 2020, despite being such an awful year. Sorry, I had to take a temperature. Apparently, I'm a doctor now. Yes, despite it being such an awful year, maybe it is a year that more truths will keep coming out, exposing those who have had bad behavior over the years, like Leah Michelle of Glee. But that's a different topic for a different day. So yeah, I know that Ellen has done a lot, and I sure did love her old shows, the sitcom, and then there was that other sitcom on CBS where she went back and lived with her mother. I didn't like that one as much. But here's Ellen with Portia de Rossi, her wife. I've always liked her. I don't know. I just don't know what to tell you. What do you think? Do you think Ellen is really just being misrepresented? Maybe she didn't know what was going on. But after 17 years on her show, how could she not? I don't work there, and I've heard the stories that you're not allowed to look at Ellen, and that people who work there cry every night in the restroom. Sorry, I had to take a temperature. Apparently, I'm a doctor now. But yes, I think that Ellen had to have known what was going on with her show, with some of these producers that had bad behavior and treated these poor employees so shabbily. Well, tell me what you all think in the comments below. And someday I'll tell you more horror stories from Hollywood. Okay, goodbye everybody. Goodbye.